What's going on, champs and champions? It's Monkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we're going to be looking at the brand new Fortnite OG Chapter 1 Season 2 trailer, which also showcases some of the upcoming Battle Pass cosmetics, map changes, and more. We'll be talking about changes going on with LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, and other things you should be expecting with tomorrow's downtime update, because there is some interesting bits of information. So firstly, we have this new trailer talking about Shifty being back and everything, and OG Season 2 arriving January 31st, and even though it's going to be muted while we play it, and I'll go ahead and play it right now as I yap, it does use the song Everybody by Backstreet Boys, which is very interesting to actually end up seeing, or Backstreet's Back, right? You know, you know the song I'm actually talking about here, but it is by Backstreet Boys, which is interesting to see them using, meaning that most likely during the season, maybe we get some sort of like Backstreet Boys emote that you're able to actually use in game. After the trailer fully plays out, we'll go ahead and kind of just showcase certain bits and pieces here and there, so you can kind of get an idea of everything going on there. But as you can see, the description for Chapter 1 Season 2 OG is go full tilt, because one of the returning locations is of course Tilted Towers. Now as we go through here, we see a little bit of Tilted Towers right here. You get a nice little overview that's very similar to that old trailer we got back in Fortnite OG, you know, like Season 2 or whatever else, when we actually had the OG chapter. I mean, even this scene right here, right? You have one of those Fortnite OG Chapter 2 skins or whatever else, so it kind of makes sense for that whole entire theme right there. But as we go forwards, we see a nice little glimpse at the new Black Knight skin, and the most important thing to kind of mention here, I think, is the fact that if I can get the right frame, you can see that the Black Knight skin actually has, like, similar to like Skull Trooper skin, the little like glowing red flare going off of one of the actual eyes with a slash right there, kind of showing, oh hey, maybe that eye's been like slashed and opened up as a wound or something. I don't know, you know, the design choice just looks pretty neat on it. And then of course we see the minigun returning and all the type of stuff. Right here we actually get to see ourselves the new look out of the upcoming Cuddle Team Leader skin, which has like a Splinter Cell vibe to it, which reminds me how we got leaks before from Nick and the Xbox Era podcast about a Splinter Cell collaboration. So maybe this is one way to kind of like tease that in a way, right? You know, showcase it and kind of give you that idea a little bit ahead of time. Now, of course, they mentioned Tilted Towers being back. We have Haunted Hills, one of my favorite drop spots, returning as well. Junk Junction, you got the whole entire little, I forget, I think this is Shifty Shafts, but I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I've been on the map. You have the whole entire like side area over by Haunted Hills returning as well. Forgot the name of that location as well. And then, you know, we just get a nice little cinematic trailer of some other things going on. This right here, I almost want to say is going to be like a Chug Jug emote, but at the same time, I could be wrong. It could just be a little cinematic twist that they put into it. Maybe it's referencing the old trailers from back then, but I've kind of completely forgotten about this specific part, so feel free to correct me in the comments down below. But then, of course, you know, we see him drinking the little Chug Jug, or the little mini, I guess. And then right here, we get a glimpse at the new Sparkle Specialist skin and the back bling part of it. We also get a glimpse at, if we go up ahead a little bit here, the new Black Knight skin's back bling as well, which isn't as flat as the original Chapter 1 shield back bling, but it does match the skin a lot, and I could definitely see people mixing and matching this with the OG Black Knight skin if they actually own it, just because it looks really cool and matches that whole aesthetic. We of course have the giant little like soccer area back in the game that you're able to go to. You got the little Durburger side areas. You're able to probably kick the ball and score goals like you could back in the day. Won't really do much for you, but typically they have a little special effect that plays, and since we have OG quest as well, most likely there will be a quest for scoring a goal with a soccer ball. As we go forwards here, however, we actually get another glimpse at that new skin right there. You know, the new Sparkle Specialist skin right there. So there's the side view for you if you're curious. You get to see some glimpses at more of the weapons that are actually enabled in the loot pool. Rocket launchers, Haunted Hills, all that type of stuff right here. No new skins really in this glimpse, but you know, it is nice to see that Haunted Hills is back. This also means that the Castle Ruins side POI that isn't really a named location, which ended up becoming Starry Suburbs, and I think Season X has returned as well in its ruined state, so that's something you could look at. But right here we have the view of 3 skins in the actual battle pass. We of course have the new Sparkle Specialist skin, the new Cuddle Team Leader Splinter Cell-esque skin right here with a grenade launcher and the crossbow, of course, and then we have the Black Knight skin over on the right side. So it is pretty hype, and even though I wasn't really that interested in Chapter 1 Season 1 Fortnite OG, I am kind of getting a little nostalgic for Chapter 1 Season 2. You know, that was the one where I started playing Fortnite a little bit more. Season 1, you know, I played it here and there, but I didn't really touch it too much, but now we're starting to get into the area where I started kicking up my playtime on the game, so it's going to be exciting. And of course, if you're someone who likes the OG gliders, if we actually look at this image, you can see that all three of the main characters in the battle pass, being Black Knight, Cuddle Team Leader, and the new Sparkle Specialist skin, all have a glider that matches the OG aesthetic, while also matching the theme of that specific character. So that's pretty exciting to actually see. But other than that, we have to talk about some other things going on as well. So if we go ahead and look over here, we have Lego Fortnite Brick Life, which is getting a Valentine's Day update for 2025, which actually adds a lot of stuff for you to actually do. So I'm going to kind of summarize some of the stuff. You know, it mentions starting January 31st, there'll be some familiar faces around Brick Bay that you'll be able to talk to and spread love with around the town. Saying yes will allow you to pick up flowers, love letters, and heart wands as gifts at Sunflower Stand right here by the Trot Lot, and then you'll be able to kind of give those gifts out to different actual NPCs and stuff in the game, and actual other players as well. Now, as you can see, Sunflower will reward you with your sweet gesture with a Cupid Surprise, which is a special Valentine that may carry a sweet treat. Just talk to her to end up getting that surprise, and it has a chance to contain a box of chocolate, which is a piece of delicious decor that you're able to actually have in your home, and you can keep collecting boxes of chocolate and all this other stuff until the event ends in the early hours of February 21st on Eastern Time. Now, when they say early hours, it typically means around 9 a.m. Eastern Time, so when your daily quests and that type of stuff end up resetting on February 21st, that is when this event is most likely going to end. They also mentioned that there will be new daily activities, which is going to be something that happens every day at 5 p.m. in Brick Bay time, which are vampire experimenting, litter boxing, and a race with drift. For vampire experimenting, it gives you a new invisibility potion that you have to test that could actually turn some test subjects into vampires, which if you become a vampire, you have to hunt down other test subjects to make them vampires too, or if you're a survivor, you have to use your invisibility to stay safe until time runs out. If you guys play Halo, think about the infected game mode in Halo. That's basically what this is, but is a mini game in Brick Life. Another one that you actually, you know, before we go on to that, but if you actually manage to make it through the event without becoming a vampire, you'll get the Vamp Champ Trophy Decor item, which you can see right here. But the next thing is litter boxing. Meowscles is building a beachfront boxing ring near his gym, and it's going to be a knockout match. So if there are more than 2 players in the actual boxing ring, which will we scroll down here and actually show you guys, this is the boxing ring itself. If there are more than 2 players in here, the event will actually eventually activate, and you have to be the last one standing. Basically, knock off everyone else out of the actual boxing ring, and if you're the last one standing, you'll actually get the Undisputed Gloves decor item as well as, you know, some extra creds to actually get. Then we have a race with drift. If you actually want to go ahead and race around the island, you can head to the Wheels and Deals location in your favorite ride, even if it's something like a hoverboard, and get ready for an actual race to start. Whoever races their way across Brick Bay the fastest will be awarded creds and the Speedster Trophy decor item right here, as you can actually see. They also mentioned that you can start Vampire Experiment and litter boxing anytime you want, but you'll only be able to get their full rewards, which also include the decor item, if you're playing them as a daily activity at 5 p.m. in-game time. So it's not 5 p.m. real life time, it's just whenever your current world switches to that 5 p.m. time in their server. They also mentioned some other changes they're doing, like making it so the in-game lighting will better reflect the time of day in Brick Bay, and messages from Brick Bay regulars now being notifications in your phone. However, this isn't the only bit of updates we're actually getting, because if I go ahead and pop this image on screen real quickly here, if you're a Fortnite Ballistic player, the drum gun is officially being added into the mode. I'm not for sure if they're going to be patching some of the other glitches that people have been abusing recently. I'm not going to say the ones, you know, if you've been having fun with them, have fun with them. I'm not going to rat you out, but there have been some glitches that have been going on in Ballistic that we don't know for a fact is going to be fixed or not as of yet, but that is something to kind of look out for as well. And then if we go over to the bug fixing Trello, we have some bugs that are actually going to be fixed in the next update. There's nothing for Fortnite Festival, Fortnite Mobile, but there is stuff for Save the World, Rocket Racing, Lego Fortnite Ballistic, Battle Royale, Reload OG, and general stuff. So for general top issues, the Homescape wrap is going to be properly animating once again. For Battle Royale, Reload, and OG, they're going to be fixing the following issues, such as display issues when in split screen with 3 or more players, players being unable to enter build mode using build tools that are bound to the F key, players getting stuck in a sliding animation while moving around regularly, and structures at the bird location dropping stone instead of metal. That one's of course just for Battle Royale, but keep that in mind. For Ballistic, we have an issue being fixed where walking was not silent. Now walking will actually be silent, so you can be a little bit more silent and stealthy in those matches. For LEGO Fortnite, they're making it so quality presets always set to the highest available option when loading in, and there's going to be reduced job listing detail. Well, actually, to explain this one, there was an issue where there was reduced actual descriptions for the job listings in LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, which is being fixed in this next update, so you'll be able to actually see those job listings a little bit better. For Rocket Racing, they're fixing the Lockjaw and Fuse bundles, missing their reward icons and previews in the quest tab. Of course, as we mentioned in a previous video, that is because of them just not having the assets and the files for that. For Save the World, we have 3 fixes planned to come in the next update, such as Kong's battle axe incorrectly using the wrong animation, fall damage not being reduced while riding on the hoverboard, so now when you fall and you're riding a hoverboard, you'll take less damage once again, and tornadoes no longer destroying traps in war games or endurance runs. So a lot of decent little bug fixes here and there, you know, nothing for mobile or Fortnite Festival as of right now, but it is still a decent amount of things that you could look forward to. In terms of creative mode, you're going to be getting some updates with like a new Lego Great Island, so you can make more stuff with Lego creative maps. You'll be getting some new stuff like the heavy impact sniper rifle in creative mode, and more things to kind of just keep your eyes out for. Now, I can't obviously talk about everything because we don't know every single thing coming, but there is a decent amount of content in this update. Of course, I'll be getting new quests that you'll be able to actually do in Battle Royale. You'll be able to get new collaborations that are going to be encrypted in the game, and more stuff that I haven't even mentioned in today's video. However, as a last topic I want to talk about here, I want to talk about an issue that was actually brought up by Epic Games over on Twitter last night for anyone who may be concerned. So the other day, Epic Games made a post on their account saying that they were going to be taking action against people using bot lobbies to get a competitive advantage. And this had some people worried that, oh, I play normal bot lobbies, am I going to get banned or something? And I just want to set the record straight. As someone who plays a lot of bot lobbies outside of ranked mode, right? You know, I just do it when I'm doing my challenges and everything else. You're not going to get banned from the game or get a temporary ban or anything like that if you're doing a bot lobby. There was an issue for some reason where by having one of those lower level accounts in your lobby that you kind of use for bot lobbies, you were able to actually manage to get into competitive matches, whether it be an elite rank, unreal, silver, gold, whatever else, with bots in your match, basically allowing you to elo boost, right? It was allowing you to get an unfair advantage because you were going against less skilled players, and people were taking advantage of that in competitive modes. So if you were using bot lobbies in order to get an advantage in competitive, such as ranked OG, ranked reload, ranked battle royale, or anything else, that is where you risk actually having some infractions on your account. But if you're someone like me who just plays unranked and you end up doing bot lobbies, you're completely fine, so don't worry about that if you have seen that tweet going around. If you do bot lobbies, you're chill. If you use bot lobbies to gain an advantage in official ranked modes, that's when you should be worried about your account status. And then, of course, as a final topic, they should be fixing the issue where the Miku Dark and Miku Pink wills over in Rocket League and Fortnite are granting the wrong set of wills in the other game. So if you ended up buying the Miku Dark wills in Fortnite, you would get Miku Pink wills in Rocket League instead, and vice versa. For example, if you bought Miku Pink wills in Rocket League, you actually got the Miku Dark wills in Fortnite instead due to the grants being swapped. Epic Games is looking into this and other issues such as the fact that the wills were originally supposed to cost 300 V-Bucks/credits instead of 400, so expect, you know, a little bit of a credit refund in Rocket League or Fortnite wherever you bought it, and expect to potentially get both wills for the price of one in the near future once they have everything fixed up, because it is a pretty annoying issue that is currently going on. Until next time, however, I'll catch you champs and champions tomorrow, where we showcase all the new cosmetics added in the downtime update. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and until then, peace out.